We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Jacobs to start the drive, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Stafford. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. He may go. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognized the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
Moody good with the extra point,
and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
53, ready.
Stafford on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Like 7.
Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
32. 0.
Stafford looks to throw again. This is caught. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping for.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
You talk about this Rams defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford powering forward, aiming for Jacobs. He's got him, reeling it in on the out route. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And good penetration here. They'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a 1st down.
40 got. 40 got. 40 hot.
Play action. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read, and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Again, it's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, 22.
Stafford now to throw. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Rams have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, 49ers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here.
Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's going to have the Niners first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. The Niners at 14-2 heading into this final week. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Well, the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Excellent job defensively there from Kobe Turner.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Now Purdy.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the gun, Stafford.
And he'll find Higbee open downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Stafford. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. To the air again, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Jacobs.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down.
And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group,
They tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team, and they committed to it and got it done right there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Purdy.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 10-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 10 yards out.
And the Niners are back within a score.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Middle.
Back to throw. Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an eye formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
An extra point try now for Moody. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go. There he goes, right side.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
Touchdown, LA! Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Purdy. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big play that time on a catch and run. 34 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Purdy.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Knocking down at the 49. 62 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
59! All right, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now 1st and goal.
Big 20. Here we go.
Stafford. And it's caught.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Stafford now to throw. Touchdown, Rams. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 75. And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Throwing, Purdy. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. There he goes, left side. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And the extra point can tie this thing up in a
Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. This is 1st and 10.
Stafford. Complete. Valdez-Scantling. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now it's Stafford. His throw's going to be incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Third and long coming up defensively. Pressure the quarterback or drape ball over the passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15.
Missed.
It will not go down. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Purdy.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Purdy to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 35.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Throwing again is Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. Oh, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for San Francisco,
they finished the regular season with another win, their 15th against just 2 losses.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for L.A.,
they fall for just the 3rd time to finish at 14-3 overall.
And now they'll have to see how the final playoff picture will all shake out. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's week 1 of the 2027 season, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC West. It's the Armadillos and the Rams.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing is Jackson.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
And he's going to have the Rams first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 3rd and 9 here.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, It allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
3rd and 4.
Jackson. That is caught and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
From the gun, it's Stevenson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Stevenson.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
3rd and 12.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
And his kick here is good.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play action now, Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1. Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
As they've got it as we resume action. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Stevenson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a throw here to his running back. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Prescott now. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They go play action with Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, Stevenson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 3rd and 1, Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To throw is Jackson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We have seen this before.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, it's Stevenson.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The offense on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing, Prescott.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there complete to Allen.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This offense back to work now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Now Jackson on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
Quickly into the hands of Mims.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline.
And down to the 19-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the...
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nifty move. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Second down, Prescott.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through?
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Back to Stevenson on first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Now here's a quick throw out to Mims.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, we pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Prescott.
They'll check this one down to Taylor.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves.
Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, 28 yards. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson. That is caught. Touchdown! Marvin Mims. A 22-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Aiden Hutchinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Armadillos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Again, Jackson. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. To throw is Jackson. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's Jackson. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now in Los Angeles, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 30 yards. And the Armadillos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Prescott now. He finds Taylor, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. To throw is Prescott. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. On the draw is Taylor. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds Bateman over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Now Prescott. He'll find Bateman once more. Only able to gain a couple there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Now we'll pause. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So the decision to throw the flag pays off. It is a touchdown after all. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after here coming up. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Jackson now. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Armadillos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Prescott yet again. This one caught by Ridley. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a yard.
Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Cummings. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Prescott now on second down. That is caught inside the 5. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams get a bit closer.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they take a knee.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Austin, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here.
It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And front and center is Sam Laporta. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Lions and the Colts on Thursday night.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, Richardson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Richardson back to throw it. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. But he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there gets them down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Running his slant, and he finds Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. fights loose. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Again, it's Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Richardson to the air on first down. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense.
And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They go play action with Richardson.
Out to his left.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On first down, Richardson. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 2nd and 6. Richardson looking to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots, and here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. That is caught by Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 catches, 115 yards.
And here he is with just 1 week to go in the regular season. All he wants to do is lock things up. He kind of wants to do like the golfers.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 1. In motion right, that's Williams.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Here's third and 3. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second and 10.
Now Rodgers.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Gibbs straight ahead. Gets through, and now an opening. Whoa. It still won't go down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10.
This is caught.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Gibbs looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Gibbs again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22. Indy set to go on offense once more. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Richardson.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Aiden Hutchinson
in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Richardson now on second down.
And he's going to go down again.
Aiden Hutchinson
able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. Rodgers now on 1st down.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers going to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Now Rodgers.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 17-3. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Ashton Dulin now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Colts going to take over now late in this 1st half. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. A throw to the flat for Carter.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Back to the air with Richardson.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Well, we're in the latter stages of the season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy.
And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Bears continue to show they're a strong contender for a Super Bowl title as they move to 13-3 with one game to go.
Across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Here's Jackson to return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
That's good for a Colts.
Richardson on the bootleg here. A throw on the money there to Doolin.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
A give up the middle to Carter. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And this one complete to Doolin.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Richardson working from the gun.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Carter will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little, because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalpost at 17-10. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run.
taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And a short gain there, so he'll get it up only to about the 24.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers.
That's complete to Laporta.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And again, it's Rodgers.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
To throw is Rodgers. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They motion the running back out left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Aaron Rodgers punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's Richardson to throw. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Second and inches at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Pickup of 2 yards. And the Lions first down.
Here's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Rodgers again now.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Lions on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
19 yards. First down, Detroit.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Sam Laporta.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Lions extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return is Doolin. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And he's brought down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Richardson. He's got Granson, his tight end.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. A throw on the money there to Doolin.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Back to the air with Richardson.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
On first down, Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Lions first down.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Muscles him off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
17.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves... And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit,
they improved to 14-2 with still 1 game left to be played in this regular season.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts,
They fall to 10-6 on the year.
And they will look to turn it around next time out. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It's the National Football League.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
And be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Shotgun now with Purdy. And caught by London. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much short of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
After the interception, here's Smith. Open man here is Conklin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 19-yard line.
Here's Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after him. They came in ready to play.
And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Devon Achane, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Smith. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now Smith.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Lions will take over. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. Purdy off the play fake. This pass is caught by London.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
Mike Williams,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On first down, it's Smith. Completes it to Hardman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The Bears at 500, sitting at 5-5. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Achane.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Smith. Finding Hardman here over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. To throw, Smith. Touchdown, Bears!
Grant Calcaterra,
his 1st touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Purdy.
That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Straight ahead at Stevenson. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those
and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
The Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. To throw is Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Smith. Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Geno now to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up the screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. That's caught left side by Hardman. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now Smith.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, Smith.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And a happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there as we look ahead to 2 more games later today and then a full slate coming up this weekend.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And the Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Play action. It's Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Geno on first down.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he will have the Bears first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
2 yards on the play. And the Bears first down.
Smith now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Here's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 20-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is now 24. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll run. Achane.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Devon Achane
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears have opened the lead up to 30. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Stevenson.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Now Purdy. Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Purdy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Stevenson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is down to 24.
Devon Achane to the offense, ready to go once again.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And taken down just shy of the 40.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Again, it's Achane.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error.
Still
Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Detroit's offense ready to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Purdy looking to throw.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game. You using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Lions on third down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Purdy will look to throw again here. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43.
Out of the gun, Purdy. A short one there to Freiermuth.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So no gain on the play, and now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Purdy on 3rd down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
Oh, some strong running. There he goes, right side.
Off to the races. Moving inside the 20.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Devon Achane
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Purdy. That's brought in downfield by London.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's good.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to throw, Purdy. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Purdy from the gun. Man open left side. It's Williams. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now Purdy. Checking this down to Stevenson. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Purdy with one final shot here. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after try forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for the Bears, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.